Camp Conrad Chinnock is a fun place. It's a place to forget about diabetes, and the friends here you make, the relationship is so close, it's almost like another family.
The things we do at camp, we climb the rock wall, we swim, we have dances, we just do a whole bunch of stuff that's really fun, and we just get to do it with a whole bunch of diabetics.
A lot of people like to think that, when you say, oh, I go to a diabetic camp, they think that, it's completely different. But it's the same kind of camp. It's just, you're learning how to manage your diabetes. You're able to hang out with other kids who understand what it's like. And, you're able to learn from other people's experiences, which I think is really important.
Without camp, I would think that I was the only one, that I was the only diabetic that there was.
We come here and we all have this intense tunnel vision of diabetes. And what this does for us is it makes us reopen up our eyes and live a life again. So we arrive here like this and we leave here like this with a big hug around us, the most amazing hug around us.
When I was first diagnosed, I felt really alone, and I felt like no one understood what I was going through. And even with my parents, we always fought over my diabetes, and I just lost myself and my identity almost. And so when I came up here and when I first saw that even though we're diabetic, we're still able to be people and we're still able to do what we want to do.
When I got diagnosed, I was very sad. I was real little and I didn't really know what was going on. And I felt like I was the only one, but camp changed my life knowing that other people know exactly what I go through every day.
Seeing people here in camp, especially the older kids or the ones that are adults now that have gone through this and have spent years in camp and going through this, has really reassured us that he will get through this, and he will be a great young adult and adult as he gets older.
Camp is the first time that I heard the word type 3 diabetes, and that refers to the fact that people living with a family member with type 1 diabetes, everyone's affected.
It's very educational. They teach you how to take care of your diabetes.
While at camp, I have learned that keeping control of your diabetes is a very important thing. And it's something that it's kind of a wake-up call every time I come up here.
Camp actually was the first one to show me the CGM monitor, which is like a monitor that kind of just monitors your blood sugar, whether it goes up or down, so you know when you need to test or eat something. And I actually learned the basics of a pump while I was up here, which was super new because I had been doing shots for about a year.
The medical team at Camp Conrad has always been a wonderful resource for a family to learn maybe what the new technologies are, and it's given Joel an opportunity to try something new, a new technology.
This is my first year at camp, and I actually was only supposed to stay 1 week. And after getting here, I realized how much I loved it and how much I loved being around people who have stuff in common with me and can relate to me. And I decided to ask my mom if I can stay another week.
Being here with the medical staff, they're not really like people that you would think would be at a hospital. They're like friends, and they eventually turn into family that will help you through everything.
I think camp is such a great cause because it's really changed so many people's lives, and it's a big part of all of our lives.
Camp Conrad is such an amazing place with such amazing people who are here to make your diabetes a positive thing. And without camp, I would be such a different person. Now that I come to camp every year, I take care of my diabetes so much better. I am more confident in what I do and how I deal with my diabetes. So I'm really glad that I have camp to do that.